What will your week be without the Source Error podcast? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Source Error podcast. It's your host, Emin Frank, and of course, with me, my co host, Epictetus Daniel.
Incredible Epictetus Daniel. I always want to
Indeed.
hype my name because
Indeed.
it's been a long ride in this podcast. I think this is our episode 7.
Yeah.
This
Tell me.
is amazing.
Tell
This
me,
is
how's
amazing.
your week been?
My week has been so good. Thank God, everything going smooth.
Wow.
Yeah. So how about yours?
Likewise. I've been, moving smooth, taking every day as it comes.
I love
I'm
that.
just grateful for life, and I'm grateful for all that life has to offer.
Yeah.
The opportunity God has given to me for every single day I wake up and I see myself
Great.
alive, breathing fine. It's just a privilege I do not take for granted.
Yeah. So talking about how our week been, you want to also hear from listeners, guys. How have your week been? How have you doing?
Tell us about it. Do well to drop your comments.
You have your comment in the comment section. Tell us how we, come this far.
Yeah.
How you felt our impact. Whatever you have gotten our podcast that
Whatever it is that you have to talk about, we're here to listen, okay? So
Always.
while you're on that, let's get right into the business of the day. Today, we'll be discussing on the topic while listening. A famous speaker once said, and I quote, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This is a very interesting topic, and I can't just wait to, get more out of it.
Okay.
Tell us what is this listening all about? Why do we need to listen?
I think the reason for this very topic is to buttress the approach towards effective listening.
Wow. Okay.
And a lot of people just listen, but they don't really understand what they listen. Talking about listening maybe in different aspects of life.
Okay.
It might be you are listening to somebody. It might be you are listening to something. There is a different, areas, or aspects of listening. You might be listening to a speaker, or you might be listening to, a device, maybe from a radio or whatever. But in whatever way you are listening, there should be a right approach towards it. There should be a best attitude, because you don't just want to listen for listening. You want to understand what you are listening, and also you want to act according, or you want to react or give a feedback according to what you have listened, out of the understanding that you have, or out of the depth of wisdom or knowledge that you have towards what you listen or who you listen to.
Okay, so I have a question here. You see, when we talk about listening, sometimes when our parents give us instruction and they'll say, "Have you heard me? I hope you're listening to what I'm saying."
Yeah.
I think there's a big difference when someone is hearing something and when someone is actually listening.
Yeah.
I've come to know that hearing is like is an evidence for having a very functional ear, because whatever it is that is coming to you, it's going through your ear and you can hear.
Yeah.
But I feel like listening is more of a deliberate action. Something deliberately, something you're deliberately doing.
You can say that you can say that listening is a conscious, act.
Okay.
Where you have paid your attention.
Mm.
I wanted to really talk about paying of attention, but I think as we progress on this podcast, we are going to really look into paying rapt attention to what we are listening to, because I believe paying attention to what we are listening to plays a vital role in what we understand and what we know while listening.
Yeah.
So we'll look into that. But before then, let's go pay some bills, and when we are back, we'll go deeper into the podcast.
Are you searching for hope, strength, and a deeper connection with God? Welcome to ascendingprayers.com, your trusted destination for powerful Christian prayers, uplifting Bible verses, daily devotionals, and faith-filled encouragement for every season of life. Whether you're seeking prayers for healing, family, breakthrough, protection, gratitude, or spiritual growth, you'll find biblically grounded resources designed to strengthen your faith and bring you closer to God's presence. Each prayer is carefully written to inspire, comfort, and help you experience the peace that comes from trusting God. No matter what you're facing today, remember, prayer changes things, and God is always listening. Visit ascendingprayers.com and discover hundreds of heartfelt prayers and encouraging scriptures to guide your daily walk with Christ.
Welcome back, guys, from that short break. We are still on the topic while listening, and I believe we are still getting started. So I think we have established some, facts around that topic, and we still want to do more in this section now. So, um, what are we really looking at while uh, listening? What are we really looking at whilst we are listening to?
Well,
Be it a speaker, be it someone, be it a close friend, be it anybody. We are not just talking about listening to prominent people or teachers. We are not centralizing it to everyone around us in our immediate environment. So what do we really look at it when it has to do with listening?
you see, from what we are talking about, it's clear that listening
Mm,
is more of a passive thing in the sense that it comes with a purpose,
mm,
the purpose to take action in order to get results. Listening is something that we do deliberately because we want to get something out of it. We want to,
not just hearing, but you want to
yes,
interact.
there's something that you're looking for in order for you
Yeah,
to, you know, take action upon it to
information
replicate, yes,
actually.
to replicate it. So, listening here demands understanding. And when you have understanding, there's a guarantee for wisdom to be applied. It's just like, the this very famous proverb verse we know in the book of Proverbs 4 verse 7 that says, "Get wisdom." It's
And
a
in all,
principal thing, yeah, and
get
in
understanding.
everything you get understanding.
That means,
Once,
actually, in that, according to that very verse, it has to do with understanding what you're listening to. I think
yes,
that's where we are driving at right now, because not understanding what you're listening to, you might give
you will
a
not.
wrong feedback, or you might give a wrong reaction.
Mm.
Yeah. So what really guarantee our perfect listening or accurate listening is when we have the understanding.
Yeah. And you made mention of paying attention. From listening, you get to pay attention to a variety of things. Let's say the tone. You get to pay attention to the tone to which the message is coming to you, the emotion behind the message that is coming to you. And then from paying attention, you'll be able to give feedback, the right feedback,
Yeah, feedback, yeah.
because people rush into just, yeah,
Conclusions.
they rush into conclusions and replying to what they have heard without really paying attention to give ask the right questions, because when you listen accurately, you listen
You give
properly,
the right.
you'll be able to ask the right questions in order for you to get a proper feedback into what you want to take that information for.
Just like a famous writer said,
Yeah.
most people do not listen with the intent to understand, but with the intent to reply. Stephen Covey. So I want to ask you now: do you listen so you can reply, or do you listen so you could get um, understanding to what you are listening to?
You see, for proper understanding, I feel this is the point where we pause to ask this pertinent question. Why did God give us 2 years on both sides of our
Not
head.
just to give us ears, but give us senses. I mean, do you know what it means to have senses? It is different from
You know, I'm actually getting there.
yeah.
You see, there are times I ask myself, why didn't God locate these ears on maybe a different part of our body, maybe our leg or our buttocks?
You see,
Yeah,
if it's
because
on a buttocks, that means when we are sitting, you will have been closed. God
you
knows
see,
that it should be on the right side of our body, which is, we have the head.
there's where I'm getting to. The thing is, the head contains a very vital,
Organs, yeah.
yeah, a very vital organ, which is the brain. The
Yeah.
brain is like the control room that runs everything in our body.
Yeah.
So for the ear to be there, that close to the brain,
Mm.
it's because we are not just using our ears for the purpose of, something getting into the ear, but
Mm.
so that our brain can, give us the right information to.
I still remember, let me come in there. I still remember when, our lecturers will be saying, or our teachers will be telling us, is it entering? Is it entering? I now feel it because the entering now that it's trying to say, it's not that you are hearing, it's that you are listening and you are paying close attention to it.
It's
So,
for your brain to give you a feedback. You
yeah.
get, because when you receive information,
Mm.
your brain does its own working. It's like it includes your mind.
Yeah.
It includes the working of your mind, the working of your heart as well. So sometimes it's not just your ear. It's not enough for your ear to receive a message. It's
It's
not
for your
enough
for
for
your
your ear,
senses
yeah,
to know
to
that.
be active. It's for
Yeah.
your senses to get working, to go around it, give you a better understanding of what you're actually hearing, so that you could get the basic thing there, which is the understanding.
Yeah.
And from that understanding, you will get to apply wisdom.
I think in every no in every listening, there's a need. Yeah.
Actually,
Actually,
that's
there's a
that's
need
that's
because
spot on,
yeah,
really.
there's a need because there's something you are actually looking for.
Mm,
Before someone was disseminating information, there was a need for the receiver.
yeah.
Yeah. So, as receivers, we have to really, be very conscious and then also know what we are hearing and what we are listening to at some point. So that's why I now get to a point that it's not everything that you listen to, right?
It's not everything that you hear or
Mm.
that you put into action.
Yeah,
It's not everything that you hear that you begin to move with.
you have to
It's
learn how to.
Yeah, it has to come with purpose,
Yeah.
for you to pay attention, for you to give a deliberate attention to something.
Mm.
It should be with the purpose that you want to make use of it. You want to get um something impactful from it. So this is just what we have for you today. When we said listening, while listening, a whole lot of things happen. You
Mm.
gain understanding and you get to apply wisdom.
Yeah. And then
So,
while listening, don't lose focus. While listening, don't entertain distraction,
absolutely.
especially when you know that you want to achieve. Because when you are listening, it's for a purpose of gaining understanding.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, when you have let distraction to creep in, already you have lost
A whole lot of things.
lot of things that you wanted to achieve in the information that you were listening to. So there are some things you need to cut out while listening, which is the distraction.
Okay, I think let me ask you, let's say you're in a classroom, you know, you have your lecturer, or maybe your tutor is dishing out something to you, is lecturing you on something. How do you um manage distraction, in the sense that you're not just there alone, or even in cases where you're alone, what are those things that can cause distraction? Can you help buttress a little on that quickly, please?
Yeah, there are a lot of things that can cause distraction. Number one, I just believe that environment has its own distraction. The atmosphere also has its own distraction. People if at all you are sitting with people or you are around people, can cause a distraction to what you're listening to. Even your phone, the list like your gadgets can be a distraction to you. Even while you are listening, I know you want to write, and that notes can also be a distraction. Sometimes you need to drop the pen and the book and then pay attention, because while you're trying to grab something or from the what you're
Trying to
listening,
take notes.
yeah, trying to take notes, you might lose
Very
a very
vital.
vital information. So it's also necessary that you drop your pen, you keep the book aside, so you can also pay attention to what you're listening to, right? Writing is very vital, right, in here. But it
You
also,
don't lose focus
you
while
don't
on
lose
it.
focus. It shouldn't take a place of hearing and listening,
Yeah,
because that's what enters your subconsciousness, your mind,
yeah,
and that's where your feedback comes from.
yeah. True.
So
So, guys, I want to believe that we have taken care of, with this topic, we have been able to expand, explain to you what is involved while you're listening,
yeah,
whether to a speaker or you're listening to a message, one-on-one conversation
or
with
even a
someone.
podcast right now that you're listening
Yeah,
to.
even the podcast you're listening to right now, I'm sure there's something that you're taking away from it. If truly you have applied the rule of paying attention to understand and as well as to apply wisdom. So, on this note, we would want to say thank you so much for being with us again. As always, we wouldn't
Yeah,
have been able to do this without you.
without you.
So, thank you for being here with
Thank you,
us.
thank
And
you, thank you.
until we talk again,
Yeah.
please.
Until we talk again, just do well to hit the like button, subscribe, and then turn on the post notification to receive our latest podcast. Till next time. Bye.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Source Era podcast. If this episode inspired you, share it with someone. Follow the podcast and become part of our growing community. Be inspired. Stay informed. Join the era. See you in the next episode.